Everybody, how are we doing? Yeah, this isn't going to be the most exciting video I've ever done, but I'm aware I've not done a video for a while, and I just thought I'd do something. So you're gonna watch me ink a panel from a G.I. Joe inspired comic book that's going to be released by Rising Sun Comic Books, and it'll be on bloodforthebaron.com. So in a couple of months' time or whenever, I'll check it out. It's going to be really good, I hope, and I hope people love it. I've put a lot of effort into it. So let me just talk about what I'm doing. So this is point 3, yeah, just trying to keep nice and loose with the mark making, just to create that trousery effect. This is a villain of the story. He's an odd character, so he's sort of a villain, sort of a hero. He's an undefined character, I'd say, for the most part of the story. For the most part of the story, he's undefined. So you don't really, part of the story is what's going on with this character. Yeah, I'm trying not to give too much away. So this is meant to be like an M4, an AR-15 style rifle. He's got, and he's got it slung. He got it on like a 1-point sling. So I should probably illustrate that somewhere. Having more, so I use firearms, which is useful when it comes to drawing them, and I like the sort of a single point attachment, and when wearing a plate carrier like this, you'd have the sling sort of attached to your back and go over and through the shoulder strap, and then allow it to hang down. That's how I wore it when I was on operations. And so it's mostly invisible, but it allows you freedom of hands. Sorry for those of you who, there's the forward assist for those in the know. He's got an EOTech sight on there for all the spotters. That's his trigger. Yeah. And yeah, it's a black rifle, which is great because you can hide a lot of drawing issues, shall we say. And I'm trying to keep it loose. It's got sort of like a ridged Picatinny rail covers on there, because I decided he's not one of the typical Hollywood type who feels the need to hang every possible accessory on his foregrip, on his handguard, which is the fashion. Yeah, quite like that. Oh, and yeah, he's got this plate carrier with Molly, yeah, and basically what I'm doing is I'm trying not to draw from it, because obviously this is an obscure angle, so yeah, I'm trying not to make things slightly out of focus, which they would be if you're looking up a person's body from this. Is almost like a ground level camera angle. So if you imagine this was a movie or something, the cameraman is virtually lying on the floor, getting this extreme upshot at him and her. This again is another complicated character, and there's this, whether she's a villain or a misguided hero is down to the viewer. I haven't. It's not a story I've written. It's a story of a friend of mine's. But yeah, so and the commonality, actually, I'll give something away here, is that everyone in this group, shall we say, lightly affiliated, they all wear a similar necklace. So if you know, I've specifically drawn her a necklace. He's got a necklace. Oh, you probably just see there's a necklace on this character there as well. And it's significant, I think. The necklace itself isn't significant, but that's their unifying feature. Sort of like not a cult, to show that they're in sort of a loose organisation with shared beliefs, as it were. And this woman is meant to be wearing a sort of a sari, I believe that's the correct pronunciation, dress. So it's sort of wrapped around her, and obviously I studied how these dresses fold in order to do it justice, but they are incredibly complicated, and yeah, in this picture, I'm going to switch to a small brush now. So that was a 0.3. I'm going to go to a 0.05, just to get a finer detail. I want to make sure I get her face looking feminine, which is tough to do when you're using broad strokes, and I kind of need her to look most unhappy. She's she's losing the plot in this image here. She's I don't want to give away the story, but her principles differ greatly from this contractor type character here. Now I just need to colour in the background, which is going to be quite boring for you. Okay, so I've just finishing up, and I know a lot of people were probably wondering why I would bother drawing this large black area in when the convention is, if you've got a large black area, simply to put a cross on it and then go back in later on Photoshop and color it. As you can see, the reason was I've used this and another pen that I've managed to throw on the floor somewhere. I've used this pen just to go back into that black space and work in to get the impression of clouds, as well as to work into these, what's meant to be a belt of ammunition, and just to give the image that much more depth. And also, I always colour in the large black areas, just because I sell the original artwork a lot on eBay or some at conventions when they are happening, that is. And I'm assuming a lot, but I don't think many people like to buy original artwork if it's full of gaps with just little crosses on to signify black. If you're buying artwork, you want it to at least be recognizable as what it is, and you not have to sort of run that translation in your head of, oh, that would be black, that would, and so that's why I do it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and how you would tackle, if you're a fellow artist, how you would tackle black sky at night in black and white, and what you think. But thanks for watching. Thanks for